get started. To all the CXOs in this room, and to my fellow software engineering leaders, the CTOs, CIOs, the SVP, VP of engineering, director of IT, and so on. This is for you. Yeah. So when you go, the standard question in this AI era, especially with co-pilots and AI agents out there and coding agents and productivity agents out there, the standard question that the leaders get from their board and the CFO is, when will we get to know the ROI of this AI implementation, right? We are all agreeing to that. And as leaders of the organization, we always go with an answer. Are we satisfied with the answer? Maybe not, right? But we have to give an answer, right? But the reality is, it is something similar to what we have in this Tamil movie, the Vadivel comedy. Varum, ana varadu. Okay, let's be realistic, okay? We love AI. We know there is value in it. So let me rephrase it. Varum, ana eppa varun theriyadu. Okay, this is hopefully it's a fair statement. Okay, here's an interesting data, right? 60% of software engineers' productivity is lost to broken workflows and scattered data. And it's a Gartner report that came in May 2025. I want to restate the month and year. It's May 2025. We have been talking about AI ROI for many years, and it's still that it says that the workflow and scattered data is leading to a lot of productivity issues. So whatever agents you bring in for coding, it's not really going to make a big difference. So let me double click on this, right? So it's a much broader engineering management issue. We have unpredictable releases, visibility crisis, lack of data-driven decision, and high operational overhead. And all this are core issues related to the overall software engineering lifecycle. So if we don't solve the core issues, how can we get the ROI, right? So I want to introduce Signals AI. And Signals AI is a fleet of agents that is working to address all the core issues I talked about. And we are here to get you a real ROI. So how does it work? If you're familiar with the software engineering ecosystem, there are a bunch of platforms, tools, and applications being used. Signals AI sits on top of it. It has an orchestration layer with a lot of agents in it. And the agents, the most important thing is when we talk about agents, the error rate comes into picture, the hallucination comes into picture. So we have twin agents that takes care of it. What I mean by twin agents here is for all the agents you see here, we have an agent that is going to have a different context and a QC done so that making sure that the error rate is minimized or zero. So as we move forward, we give correct data to answer those questions. So without any further ado, I want to give a quick demo of the product. So let's jump onto a video here.
Introducing Signals AI, the ultimate executive assistant crafted especially for developers. The AI agents actively listen during stand-up meetings and autonomously generate tickets based on the discussions that unfold. In the event of a P0 ticket that threatens the developer's sprint commitments, the AI instantly alerts them, keeping them informed right away. For managers, Signals AI acts as an end-to-end delivery co-pilot, managing sprint. If a cross-team dependency delays delivery, the AI immediately notifies managers. Additionally, it monitors team health, alerting managers to any potential risks. For leaders, Signals AI serves as a comprehensive resource for inquiries related to delivery or engineering efficiency, providing instant answers about overall delivery or predictability.
All right. So you saw that, as Dr. Seth was saying at the keynote, we have it by persona. That's the key thing here. Okay, this may be a cool lab project. Does the market really need it? Maybe a question on your mind. And yes, we have an answer for that. The good news is, we have great customer traction. And we have 2 clients. By the way, Signals AI is 100% bootstrap. And we have 2 clients, active clients. And we have a lot of clients that is trying out the product. It's in trial. And if we go with the conversion rate we have here, hopefully 25% of conversion would lead to 212K ARR. And there is a couple of reasons why we are successful. It's because of the founding team. I'm Prem. I have 20 plus years of experience in tech and AI consulting, Wharton grad. And my co-founders with 15 plus years of experience in software engineering, they took a plunge. We know that this is a problem that can be solved for a lot of leaders out there. And that's the reason we are successful. And we want to give a shout out to our mentors as well. And our ask is clear. As I said, we were bootstrapped, but we have traction in the market. We are going out there for funding. We are looking for $1 million funding in the next 3 to 4 months. And this is how we are going to spend the money, most primarily on the GTM and product development. Thank you.
Yeah, I think it sounds like you're in the AI ops platform space.
So we want to be known as an agentic project manager in Scrum world. Okay. And one of our clients also called us as, oh, Prem, you guys are executive assistant for software engineers, the managers, and the leaders of that organization.
Okay. So will you end up partnering or working with Vertex AI or SageMaker, Bedrock kind of platforms? I mean,
as of now, we are in, yes, we will. That's one of the channels we are considering. But we have our application in a lot of marketplace right now. We have it in Jira, GitHub, and so on. And we are now planning to go through certain channels as well.
Okay, that's a channel. But I'm trying to understand, OKRs and other sort of platforms which supports program management, project management in terms of metrics and how we. So, but I see that the example you showed, it appeared like a MLOps or a AI ops platform. That's why my question was. But yeah. maybe I'm not clear. So exactly.
So we want to meet the developers where they are. We want to automate the work of work related to any software engineers or even the Scrum Masters involved in it. So that's the target audience for us. 70% of the work they do right now is a lot of work of work, and we are here to automate it for them. That's the target audience.
Okay, so it's like a DevOps program management?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I got it, yeah. There's also a Silicon Valley company called Signal, yeah, which I know the founder quite well. So you are Signals, so yeah, you are different.
Yeah, the one other question I have, this is kind of a, more of a common product, project management related product. There are so many products, I know another company out of Atlanta. So what is your mode, right? The mode is very important for any AI company. They will come and wipe you out in 24 months from now. So I want to understand, what is your mode?
Yeah, so we want to be known for overall agentic project management and be an autonomous engine that provides both push and pull insights. That is on a high level. That's our mode. And we want to start with software engineering space, and we believe that we should be able to expand into other space as well, be it. And we are very well aware of the competitors' landscape. And what we see is there are project management platforms and co-pilots, and they are good at it, and they are releasing their AI features. We acknowledge it, but they are not connected to all the other systems in the ecosystem. And we are meeting the personas where they are, and that is the differentiator we see in our product.
You hovered over the revenue slide in less than exactly 5 seconds, I think.
Got it.
So my recommendation for future pitches, stay there for at least a little bit, because that is the most important slide for investors, right?
Yep.
But going back to that pipeline of yours, yeah, this one. What are the channels you're getting your pipeline from? See, yeah, the idea is fantastic. Agentic for project management. I know agents in QA. I know horizontal agents and vertical agents. I've not come across yet agents for PM, right? But I'm curious to know, there's no Microsoft, AWS, some of those big guys. If you use them as a partner channel, you can go after the bigger total addressable market.
Yes.
So what is your pipeline generation channel?
So for now, as I said, we have been bootstrapped. So we have this pipeline based on our connections. But when we raise the funding, that's the plan. The go-to-market strategy does have leveraging the channels, going to the industry conferences and build the pipeline. One thing I want to call out here is how did we generate the pipeline right now is my founders with 15 years of experience in the industry, they have proven track record, and we know that it's a problem, so we were able to reach out to our connections, and they understood and they acknowledged it. And one thing I want to call out is GCC, Global Capability Center in India, is one of our market. We are targeting, and few of the clients we have right now are through GCC. So we are going to address both global capability centers in India, and we want to reach out to all the GCCs out there, and we also want to get into North American market.
So you're going after Cognizance, Infosys, all these big guys, and they potentially could use your agentic PM to do their projects.
Not the service providers, but for example, like Comcast or Bank of America or Vanguard would have their India, McDonald's, IKEA, they all have the development center in India. The leaders of those GCCs are our target audience.
Okay. Let us touch base offline. I do want to ask one last question. Are you in any of the marketplaces?
Yes. Oh, thanks for asking. So right now we are in the developer applications marketplace. Jira, GitHub, Jenkins, all the marketplaces in which, and we are now planning on expanding to other GCP and so on.
Nice. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Premson. I think you definitely increase some curiosity with the judges. Awesome. The next startup that is going to come to the stage is Overcast.
Hello, everybody. I'm Raghav, and I'm here to talk a little bit about Overcast. So, quick question to everybody in the audience. Who here has dealt with a production issue that has taken weeks, if not months, to figure out? Anybody? Awesome. Well, myself as well, and that's the motivation behind building Overcast. So we see that downtime causes operational risk. In fact, Gartner says 82% of the enterprises that work with them say that MTTR, mean time to response, and mean time to resolution, has been their largest operational risk. And this risk isn't just in tech. It also comes as an expense of money. It's $5,600 every minute, and it's also, if we translate it, it's $300K to $1 million per hour. To solve this right now, we have excessive tools. On average, we use 11 plus observability tools to solve this, but then these tools don't exchange context within each other. They don't talk to each other. As a result, engineers spend 80% of their time actually collecting logs, metrics, traces across different platforms, and they still don't get to the root cause of the problem. Another major thing is the lack of cross-service correlation. If you have multiple microservices working together, one microservice might feed information to another one, and then you never know where the actual issue is. And AI on top of an LLM will not tell you much about it. So we came up with Overcast. Overcast is a platform with 3 pillars. First, we sit on top of your platform, so there is no rip and replace. Instead, it's plug and play. Once we do that, we offer distributed systems tracing right out of the bat. So as we offer it, we reduce MTTR by 30 to 50% from our current customers. Not just that, we offer chaos to communication. So if you want to do a level 1.5 level communication to your stakeholders, for example, what happened during a production incident, how long did it take to fix, what's the current status, and so on, you can use Slack, Jira, or other different platforms to communicate it. The timing could not be more perfect. There is an increased agentic AI adoption across enterprises. There is, of course, as somebody mentioned, there is a stress on vibe coding, and as a result, there is faster code, but the code quality has gone down. And not just that, I want to talk about something that nobody here has spoken about still, that is forward-deployed engineering. Forward-deployed engineering is going to storm the markets just like how Agile stormed the markets. So every tool today has to be prepared for it. And we at Overcast are already ahead of the curve. We have built a platform specifically for forward-deployed engineers as well. And why me? Well, we have the perfect team. We have 10 plus years of experience from McKesson, GoDaddy, and other companies. We have backing from Fusion, which is a Georgia Tech-based venture, as well as we have access to their research. Along with that, we also bring in a team of advisory from SREs and devs in different organizations, like AWS, GCP, and so on. Let's talk about the market opportunity. It's a $103 billion observability market that we're currently sitting on. And then when we zoom it down to the service addressable market, it's around $18 to $24 billion of service addressable market. And if we shrink that even further, that is the service obtainable market through our current channels and partners, it adds up to almost $600 million to $1.2 billion. So a few key product features. I'll have the slide over here. GitHub correlation, automatic RCA, and so on. So let's translate this production clarity to business outcome, right? How does each one of the three pillars that I talked about moves into a financial outcome? And you can see that it reduces tool spend by 25 to 40%. It brings down your MTTR, your mean time to response, and as a result, your downtime is low. And at the same time, you also have a level 1.5 communication that brings down your communication with your stakeholders, and there's lack of escalation. My apologies for the clicker misbehaving. All right. Since I'm short on time, I'm going to stop at the business model. So our business model currently is a SaaS subscription model. That's $50, $150, and $400. That's based on growth. So if you're a startup or if you're an enterprise, that's what it depends on. We offer something called a PRA, which is a consult-first approach to solving production-related issues. So we take a look at what your consult is. Then we provide a white label-based licensing. So you can use your existing product and then integrate Overcast right into it. So you don't need to actually sign, or you can show that it's yours rather than Overcast's. And we also have upsells and cross-sells for on-prem and VPC deployments through Bedrock. I'm going to skip a few slides. So I was going to talk about competition. Yeah, I think. No, here it looks good. Is it? It's. Oh, okay. I see. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the traction progress. We started with a simple idea on pen and paper, and then we ballooned it to the size that we're at right now. We're currently working with 3 startups and 1 enterprise, and we're soon to close 8 other organization deals so for assisting with their production health and support. I'm going to jump straight to the ask. So the ask from ATEA is very simple. We would love to network with the members in this auditorium. We would love to see if you have any production issues that you can deal with and how we can be of help. We would love to have intros, and we would also love to have some advisory member in our team so that you can go through how do we better streamline operations internally as well as on the business side. As well as we also want to keep our network for any future funding opportunities and so on. So right now we're not raising, but when we do, we would obviously love to keep in touch with everybody. Thank you.
Excellent job. Sorry for all the logistics issues, but so you are a observability platform on top of any production issues, network, storage, compute, jobs, whatever it is.
Absolutely.
How do you compete with the likes of Azure has Azure Monitor, AWS has its own monitoring tools? What is the competitive differentiator?
In most situations, so when we take AWS, it's the logs and metrics that are in an AWS platform. Yeah. But we know that it's not just one vendor that somebody sticks with, right? It's sometimes a combination of AWS plus GCP. Sometimes it is self-hosted, so you would have like a simple AWS instance, but then like a Docker container on top of it, right? There is a need for aggregating data from all of these different sources, and obviously, each one of these have AI. So, AWS has AI, GCP has AI. But then there is no crosstalk between the tools, and there is no context between these tools. And we want to be the context layer.
You have a cross-platform collaboration with all these big platforms, GCP, Azure, AWS as an example. But you can also go to an SAP, Databricks, Snowflake, all of those ancillary systems as well.
Absolutely. As long as we have an API access, and as long as we obviously are in collaboration too.
And do you have self-healing agents, or do you have any agents at all that will fix the problem, or you're more into observability?
We're not fixing the problem. However, we offer solution, and we don't want to fix the problem for a main reason because it's in production, right? We don't want to run code on production and then have engineers do double the work. Instead, we want to give a run book that they can follow if they want to fix or go after further steps.
What is your timeline for exit?
So right now, so we're looking at garnering some more revenue. So we're looking at, I think my pitch has the runtime, but we're looking at 14 months of burn rate. We're keeping our operations very lean. So we're only spending, despite having customers, we're only spending $700 per month on our burn rate, which obviously it'll grow larger as we onboard more customers and we offer more rates. So we have 14 months to go, pretty much. Thank you.
Please be on the stage. May I request all the startup finalists to come to the stage, and can I also request Ram Sridharan, representing Dallas Venture Capital, to hand over the certificates to the finalists. Signals. Signals AI. ATEA audit. Overcast. Can I also request all the judges to come to the stage so that we can take a group picture with all the finalists? Orbital mentorship. Arun, can I request you to also come to the stage, please? Sundar. Thank you. Please be on the stage. We will take a picture with the judges. Thank you all. Okay. So we have come to a pinnacle moment of our event today. The reason I'm defining this as the pinnacle moment is